Hi, this is Dr. Chandler from Arizona State University. This is going to be a short video that focuses on three important components of a WBS. These are important components regardless of the unique organizational standards that might be in place regarding WBSs. The first item is to decide whether you're breaking down the work in the WBS or is it the deliverables that are broken down in the WBS. When you're building your own WBS, my advice is do not mix these two. The second element to focus on regarding a WBS is that it be balanced, and the last element is that it be complete. Now let's look at some examples. This first example is a WBS that breaks down the work. The specific work that is involved is not important in this example, nor are the ways in which each level is named. Frequently, an organization will have its own standards regarding the WBSs that it creates and includes in procurement packages for the naming of the different levels. They may also have standards regarding to what level, how many levels are appropriate in a WBS. This example shows the deliverables that have been broken down. It should be obvious that it's not the structure of either of these. Let's return to the first example. It's not the hierarchical structure that reveals to anyone whether it's a WBS that contains the deliverables or if it's a WBS that contains the work. That's why it's the project manager's responsibility to carefully read the entire WBS and determine what kind of WBS it is, if it's a WBS that project manager didn't create themselves. The next item that we're going to take a look at, let's return to our first example. My advice was that the WBS be balanced. It's possible when seeing a WBS that looks like this that the subtasks 1, 2, 3, 4 might catch your attention, as they should. None of the other tasks have such subtasks. Why is that? Why does task 2 of the second element in the brown kind of shading, why does that element contain subtasks but none of the other ones do? That's a question to ask to determine whether or not this WBS is balanced. It's possible that this is a WBS that was created for some work that's going to be contracted to a particular subcontractor, and it's only those subtasks 1, 2, 3, 4 that are the ones that are going to be included in the contract. And it's not appropriate for that subcontractor to have a detailed awareness of the other work that's going on that may be performed by other organizations. In that situation, the fact that this WBS is in fact not balanced would be appropriate. But the idea of balance and whether or not a WBS is balanced or not and why it might or might not be balanced is an important consideration for a project manager to keep in mind. Another way to analyze a WBS and determine if it's balanced or not is to look for dangling the components at the lowest level that could be considered dangling. Where there's only one component at the lowest level, that might be another area that requires the project manager's analysis to determine if that's appropriate or not. There might be situations under which it is appropriate for this WBS to have so many lowest level elements where there's only one element. But following logical, hierarchical breakdown logic would suggest that there's some sort of analysis that has been done here that might reveal that there's a lack of balance for this WBS, and it requires the project manager's attention. Those are three considerations for building a WBS that, as I said in the beginning, apply regardless of the standards that may be in place for any particular organization regarding WBSs.